What up, YouTube? Today I want to be showing you how to drive. This will be a fun video. So the first thing you do is you get your designated vehicle. Now you must have a license and insurance plated and registered on the road to drive a vehicle. We're like to be legal here. Now the first thing you want to do is you get your keys. This will start the car. This goes in the ignition to the starter, which needs a charged battery to start up this beast. Before getting in your vehicle, you should do a walk around inspection of your vehicle. Make sure nothing's broken, nothing's hanging off, there's no bumpers missing, your brakes are good. All right, but nothing's dragging is the big part. If anything's dragging on the ground, you don't want that. I'm gonna try and get in the car before the rain starts. Second thing you wanna check is your tires and brakes. Make sure your rims are on good, and you wanna check your brakes. So these are your brake pads in here. You can actually tell how much pads you have left just by the thickness. This is your brake pad. I have brand new brakes on there, good to go. Tires. Your tire will have a wear bar on it. So this is a wear bar on a tire, and you can actually tell how much tire you have left because of that wear bar. If it's right on the wear bar, you're probably gonna need new tires. I don't like much grip in the back, so as you can see, like a wear bar on this back here, it's almost on the wear bar. Yeah, and you can feel, so yeah, I'm right on my wear bar, but that's all right. Tire pressure is good, everything's good to go. And yeah, make sure nothing is dangling, nothing's off. Then you take your car key, you unlock your car, unlock your vehicle. Sorry, mine's a mess. And when you get in your car, I'm gonna recommend you always wear closed-toed shoes. It's hard to drive in sandals, it's hard to drive in bare feet. Wear a proper shoe when you're driving. This can save somebody's life. Now, I'll go through the pedals briefly. So you have a pedal down here, and this is gonna be your parking brake. Now, most automatic cars, the parking brake will either be here, or it will be a hand one that you have to press a button and pull until it engages and let go of the lock. That's your brake pedal on the left. Now, if it was a standard car, which you have to shift gears in, there would be a clutch pedal to the left. Clutch disengages the clutch and engages the clutch when you put it in. That's for another day. This is an automatic. That's your gas pedal on the right. So, what you're gonna wanna do is get in your car, fix your seats with whatever control it is to the comfortable position that you like. Right here is perfect for me. All mine's controlled by here. Once you're in the vehicle, do it with your steering wheel as well. There should be a paddle underneath that you can actually pull, and you can mark up where you want your steering wheel to be, okay? That's good, and always lock your steering wheel back in. Make sure you have your license and registration on you at all times. Then you take your car key, you insert it into the ignition. Now some cars are push to start. If it is push to start, you're gonna hit the brakes and push your start button. But this car, let it have a second for the gas to prime, or your fuel pump, sorry. And you just want to turn the key until you hear your car come on, and then stop. It's good to go. Make sure you have gas. Make sure your temperature is always reading correctly. It should be 70 to 100 degrees. If it's more than that, you could be in a hot environment or something's wrong with your car. This car tells you all that's wrong with it right off the bat, so we'll go for it. Now my car's modified. Your car should not be as loud, but it's legal, that's what matters. So then, once you're here, this is gonna be your gear shifter. In a Mercedes, it's different. So this is traction control. Traction control, it won't let the wheels spin out when it's feeling it will, whereas you turn traction control off, traction control means that the wheels will spin on their own without gripping back up. This is your gear selector. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, okay? We're gonna put it into reverse first. When you reverse your car, first thing you're gonna do is hold your brake, because if you try and put your car into gear while you are not holding the brake, it will just back up. So I'll show you. Okay, it won't even let me. You have to have your foot on the brake to go even. Okay. So now that you're in reverse, you check your rear view mirror. You check your back mirrors. And you always want to look back behind you, because you don't know where something is when you're reversing. Never reverse farther than you have to. Only go back the amount that's needed. Reversing, you will crash more than going forwards. That is guaranteed. Watch me just smoke the Amphicat. Alright, whoever left that layer shouldn't have. Now that you're here and you backed up your car successfully, you're gonna put it into drive. When your car is in drive, it will go forward on its own. You don't even have to touch the gas. So watch out for that. Yeah. So once you're in drive, let off the brake slowly and point the car where you want to go. Usually when you're steering your steering wheel, you don't want to turn the car without it moving. Like, actually move your car before you turn the wheel. There you go, you're rolling. Now you can control a basic slow speed just by your brake. You hand on the brake, off the brake, your car goes. You want to go light movements on the gas, because if you hit the gas, your car is just going to do that. Well, depending on the car, depending on the traction control. So now we're going to get into the basis of actually driving. Let's go down the street a bit. All right, so you're going to come out to the street. Now you're going left, you're going to want to make a left-hand turn. This is your turn signal on the left-hand side. This could also control your windshield wiper, and it could also be your cruise control. Now those are the only two on this vehicle, but it could be different. This car, the lights are also here for night driving. You want to turn your night lights on. Always have your lights on at night. So once you have your signal on, you come out into the left lane and you want to align your left wheel with the middle of the road. Once you're driving, you're going to want to do a 10 and 2 position. Now I don't go very much up here, because what happens when you go to cross arms, right? You're going to cross your arms. So I like to go a little lower. I hold my wheel here, because I can have a full range of motion before it even clicks, okay? I can get a full turn in. You're gonna wanna stay in between the lines. This road doesn't have a line, so it's not a very good example of what we're doing today, but where it's unposted in Canada, at least, the speed limit is 50. On back rural roads, it is 80. So this road is 80 kilometers. You can tell you're going 80 kilometers by your stick. All right, we're only going 40 right now. Now this is gonna be your RPMs, revolutions per minute. Say I'm going 20 RPMs, that's actually times 100, that is 2,000 RPMs. Now if I were to step on this gas pedal, the car will downshift and bring up the RPMs. You never want to do that. If you're not in control of your vehicle, your back wheels will not just go straight, they will try and pull one way. So you have to counter steer, it's called, steering the opposite way of your car is trying to pull you. Counter steer. I go left, I go right. You go left to go right, see? Left is right, okay? Now that's kind of a more advanced driving technique. Do not do that if you are not ready. You will panic and you will go left. You think your car will be going left and you'll actually get scared and go right. So save all that for the pros. But basically, that is the base of driving. If your car has a semi-automatic transmission, you can do that too. You never want to hold your RPMs to the point of the limiter, so the limiter will make sure that you don't go over those revolutions and not blow up your engine. Basically, that's it. I'll show you guys how to do a burnout in a car. So if you want to do a burnout in a car, you hold the brake and you hold the gas, all right? Now what this is doing, it's actually clamping up all 4 brakes. So you're gonna burn your back brakes just by doing this, but it will probably move, okay? This is a rear-wheel drive car. I would not do it in a front-wheel drive car. Don't even try. What else for driving-wise? Okay, so you never want to constantly speed. People who constantly speed will get caught. I consider myself a pretty good driver, and I do not have a big driving ticket. I got a 16 over from a troll hiding under a bridge trying to steal my money. I'm talking to you, okay? Driving is easy, but it must be taken with respect. Now, if you're going down the road and you hit the desired speed you want to hit, let's say it's 80, you're gonna want to hover over the brake. My foot is covering the brake, and my foot is like this on the pedal. So this is brake, this is gas. I actually use my heel as a point, as an apex to go off of. Instead of switching, when you're using a hard brake, you might want to switch, but just use your heel as a reference point. It's starting to rain, so let's go record some drifting videos. Anyways, thank you very much for your time, and this is how to drive a car.